welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to talk about some more out of style items. I say more, I guess I haven't done one of these videos in a while, but anyway, you guys seem to like them, although they're a bit controversial. But we're gonna talk about some tops that are generally considered to be a little out of style. I'm not telling anyone to get rid of these things if they still feel amazing to you and you feel beautiful when you wear them. That's our ultimate goal, right? We wanna wear things that we feel beautiful in. But if you're just haven't really looked at your closet in 10 years and you're like, I don't even know what's in anymore, what's out, where do I start? This might be a good place to get you started. Okay, the first top that is out of style, it's not so much the top, but it's just the way that we were wearing it, but it's the t-shirts with like the different sayings on them, and we wore them as part of like a kind of a cute outfit. Like we were wearing live, laugh, love t-shirts that, you know, maybe talked about a pumpkin spice latte or something, and we wore them with a cardigan over it and then some skinny jeans and some like a wide brimmed hat. That whole look is just, it's just kind of, it looks a little bit dated right now. It scared the crap out of me as the FedEx guy just came up. Whew, Lord. Let's get back to what I was talking about. Anyway, the whole look, it looks a little bit dated. I'm not saying if you love that, I mean, if you love that look, please keep wearing it. But we're just kind of going back to, they're just regular t-shirts. I would say instead, we've just kind of moved back to basics. You know, basics have been very, very much on trend. A basic white t-shirt, a basic black t-shirt, no graphics on them or anything. That has been more what has been on trend lately. There's gonna be some people who don't like this and I'm about to say it, but listen, you don't have to stop wearing them. Please keep wearing these things if you love them. I'm just telling you what is just, it just kind of looking, it's just feeling a little bit dated. I don't know how else to say it, but it's the tops with the pre-knotted, pre-twisted places in the hem. So they're like a longer top, but it has like a twist in the bottom so that you can wear it untucked. Or it was a button down that it was cut in a way so that would be a already tied in a knot. So if you were to untie the knot, it would look like a really funky shirt, but so it's meant to be kept tied just like the ones I'm showing you on the screen. You can still find them on Amazon and they're very inexpensive, very cheaply made, and you can kind of tell they're very cheaply made. Bigger fashion houses, the ones that really are kind of on the forefront of fashion, are not making these anymore. And now if you have a top like this and you still love it, it probably looks wonderful. But what I am seeing is just like the new ones that are coming out, they're not, I don't know if they're really doing any favors for anybody. If you like the tied up look, I would suggest just getting a regular button down and tying it up yourself. That still looks more current. Now, a lot of you guys have commented or mentioned that you would like to see some more affordable brands on my channel, and I'm very excited to introduce you to the sponsor of this video, which is Francesca's. So if you haven't heard of Francesca's, I've been shopping at Francesca's for like 20 years or however long they've been around, but they have very affordable boutique clothing. They carry a lot of brands that you would normally find in boutiques. They just have really amazing prices. I'll show you a few pieces that I have from Francesca's right now. We'll start with tops since we're on a tops video, but I've expressed before in some other videos that I love like a dolman sleeve top. It's just really been the style of top that I have always gravitated towards throughout my whole life. It just works so well with my body shape, how I feel, what I feel comfortable in. And these really just never seem to go out of style. I love these tops that you can wear them tucked into your jeans or you can wear them untucked. I really like it tucked in right now. I feel like these tops, you can also wear like the big chunky earrings that are really in style right now. I mentioned in some other video that, you know, cropped boxy jackets are very big for fall and they're definitely going to be here for 2024. And so I have one from Francesca's. I think it's so cute. I love wearing it with my high-waisted jeans. I also have these black wide leg pants from Francesca's. They are just so easy to wear. They go with all my tops. I feel like a black pant is a staple in every woman's closet. And then I have this cute black ribbed dress. It has a little bit of a ruching on the side and I love it underneath my wool coat. So I got this other jacket from Francesca's that it's different from what I normally would get, but I just really liked it for some reason. And I think it's because sometimes I don't want a blazer, I don't want my wool coat, I want something more casual and just like cozy to run around in. And this one, I don't know what it is, but I just love this shearling coat. If you have shopped at the Francesca's boutiques, like if you have a location near you, you've noticed that they have a really good gift selection, like a really unique gift selection. So I actually ordered this for my my son, he's 2. I know you're like, why does he need a mug? Well, he likes to drink ginger tea, and we just always say he looks like Baby Yoda. I will leave the links to what I'm wearing in the description box below, but I highly suggest checking them out because they really do have some really great finds, very reasonable prices, and it's been one of my favorite boutiques for like most of my adult life. Shirts with big, humongous logos on the front. We've talked about this in other out of style videos, but big, huge logos, like a big Gucci logo or a big Louis Vuitton logo on a t-shirt we've kind of moved away from that. Now we're in the quiet luxury era, and it's more about just wearing high quality clothing, but not necessarily advertising for a brand. I don't really think a lot of people are gonna be upset about this. I think we're all a little bit over that look. It was so big for a while. I mean, and personally, if I'm gonna be wearing a big old logo like that, y'all better be paying me some money. Be like, Anna, we want you to advertise for us. We're gonna send you a shirt and a big old check, and you can be a walking billboard. And I'd be like, sure. I love Gucci. I do love Gucci, but I don't wanna just wear your brand on my shirt, you know? Bell sleeve tops. I loved these when they were really big, but then I would be eating dinner or something and I would go to pass the ketchup and it would fall into my food. And I'm like, this is so not practical at all. What were we thinking? These bell sleeve tops, they were pretty and they were beautiful, but then when you were trying to do literally anything, you know, it was kind of a problem. I'm sure these will be back around at some point in the future, you know, and we'll forget our problems with them and we'll wear them again and then get them in the grits. Crisscross neck tops. I know I've mentioned this in some other video, but all the crisscrossing that was going on, it was a really big trend for a while. You know, in hindsight, we should have seen that and knew that that was going to be a trend that would be big 1 minute and gone the next, kind of like a fad. But I still see these for sale. I still see them in lots of different places, at Macy's and department stores. I just don't think they're doing anyone any favors, but I do think this look is quite dated, and unfortunately it's usually comes with some kind of print that also looks a little bit dated. So, you know, if you have one that you love, keep it and wear it, but I wouldn't necessarily go out and buy a new one just like this. Tops with random buttons with no purpose. They're not buttoning anything. They're just kind of like on the garment, but not even so much that, but a lot of times these tops with those buttons are like very cheaply made buttons. They just look kind of cheap. They make your top look a little bit cheap. And I had them several years ago, you know, whenever they were really big. I loved them. Luckily, or maybe not luckily, I got some stain on it I could not get out, and I use it to clean my furniture like my mom does. But anyway, those tops with the unnecessary buttons, I'm sure there's some around that probably look amazing and it has a high quality button on them, but for the most part, a lot of those tops they don't look very in style anymore. They do look a little bit dated. The tops that we're seeing now that are more current, if they have buttons on them, they button something, or they have some kind of function. They're not just like over here across your chest with buttoning nothing. Tops with chain details attached. Now I found one. I think this was like a $300 shirt, but I feel like it looks a little bit out of style. And also I think this can sometimes look a little bit cheap. If it were me, and this is just my personal opinion, I think I would go for a top without any chains and then add my own chain necklace or add my own chains. But a lot of times when the chains are attached to the top, it's just looking a little bit dated right now. And you gotta be careful because sometimes if it's a very inexpensive top, if they went the very inexpensive route, finding the chain, it's probably gonna look tarnished in no time and not look very good. So I would just be careful with these tops. Cold shoulder tops. I know that we all sound like broken records because cold shoulder tops have been out of style for quite a while, but it's worth mentioning because I do still see them for sale. And I'm talking about cold shoulder tops like this, or like this. The pictures I'm showing you, cutouts have been a very big trend for a while, and there's different cutouts that are happening in different brands, but the traditional cold shoulder top, especially if it came with like a big huge floral or something like that, it's been kind of looking a little bit dated for a little while. Basically, if you're seeing a theme here, any tops that have unnecessary details on them, we've moved away from that. We're back to basics, we're back to classics. The pendulum has swung back this way, and anything with just very unnecessary details, it's just kind of looking a little bit dated right now. Now, if you're wondering what in the heck should I be wearing? What is on trend? What's not out of style? The pendulum has really swung more towards classics and basics and classics with a twist. We're seeing a lot of emphasis on accessories, you know, with like a V-neck, like the neckline with your jewelry, or just seeing what else unique pieces you you can add to your otherwise kind of basic or classic outfit. And honestly, we're just kind of seeing people dress in a more unique way. It's not quite so cookie cutter as it was several years ago. Like everyone had a shirt that had an automatic tie that was like already tied on it. We're just seeing a lot more individuality in fashion, which I think is amazing. And I think with fashion, honestly, our ultimate goal should just be to wear things that we feel really beautiful and amazing in. And sometimes it takes trial and error. And if you're starting from like, you haven't looked at fashion in a million years, this is a great place to start. But what I always recommend is instead of like just throwing everything away, if you still kind of are on the fence about something, just put it away for a while and, you know, come back to it in 6 or 8 months. Like put it in the back of your guest bedroom closet or whatever you got to do. Just put it away so it's not right there in front of your closet. You don't want things in your closet that you're just like, I don't really like these anymore. It's just going to create clutter in your brain. It's going to be hard to get dressed. So that's what I recommend. Anyway, I hope this video was helpful. And I do have a out of style jewelry trends coming up next week. I don't know how to say it like that. They're so fun. I love out of style videos. Like, I don't know why they're so entertaining to watch. I think because it's just fun to see what happens in fashion. It should never be taken too seriously. Again, you just want to wear what you feel good in. That's it. That's all you need to figure out. So anyway, I hope you like this video and check out Francesca's below in the description box. Merry Christmas, and I'll see you next time.